Hi friends, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you my exact thoughts on whether
Bitcoin is the new gold. Is Bitcoin better than gold, or is gold better than Bitcoin?
If these are some questions that you have in your mind, stay tuned because I'll have them answered by the end of this video. But please note, everything shared in this video shouldn't be considered as financial or investment advice of any kind. Please do your own due diligence. So lately with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies being all the rage, with big banks and big firms just acquiring Bitcoins and hoarding Bitcoins as if it's some like precious gold or things like that, a lot of friends have been asking me and DMing me asking me,
hey Nick, what do you think of Bitcoin? Are you invested in cryptocurrency?
To keep things very simple and straightforward, the answer is yes. I've invested in cryptocurrencies. I invested in cryptocurrencies in the early 2017, and currently right now about 10% of my portfolio is in cryptocurrency. It was a lot smaller percentage, years back, but across the years I've been adding a little bit more, but I'm capping it to a max of 10%. And the reason for doing this is that because I am rather bullish on cryptocurrencies, not so much as seeing them as the new digital gold. In fact, I don't consider Bitcoin similar to gold, and I believe they come into completely different asset classes. Gold, in my opinion, is a very good hedge for when the markets go down. About 10% of my portfolio is currently in gold. If you want to find out my explanation as to why I'm invested in gold, despite being a young investor who should be invested in equities, I share more in this video. With that all said, I believe in cryptocurrencies to a small extent, and it's reflected by the small percentage that it has in my portfolio. So why do I believe in cryptocurrencies? Because I believe in blockchain. It's not so much about the speculative rage that goes into the cryptocurrency world, but a lot more about supporting underlying startups in the blockchain space that are doing great things. But I'll be sharing more about that in the later part of this video. So for now, I'll be sharing with you what similarities there are between Bitcoin and gold. Both of them are required to be mined. Gold is required to be mined underneath the ground, and Bitcoin has to be mined electronically. Both of them have a limited supply, but we don't know so much as to how much gold there is under the earth. But for Bitcoin, it's easier to tell because the founder essentially said that there's about 21 million Bitcoins out there and about 18 over million has been mined already. So a little bit more will be mined across time, but it's not all released right now. Both of them are rather speculative in nature. A lot of times we see prices go up when Elon Musk sends out a tweet, or big whale investor starts acquiring big bulks and big amount of Bitcoin, and the prices just shoot up overnight. So both of them are very volatile and very speculative in nature. With that said, however, I have about 10% of my portfolio invested in cryptocurrencies, but it's not all in Bitcoin. I've been holding Bitcoin and Ethereum for quite a while, and I believe that, after studying the whole entire blockchain ecosystem and reading this book, I believe a lot more in altcoins. So what are altcoins? Altcoins are essentially any form of cryptocurrency that isn't Bitcoin, hence the word alt or alternative. So a lot of them, like Theta for example, actually have some underlying value. Theta is a video blockchain application which makes video streaming more cost effective and cost efficient. So companies like MGM and ESPN have already partnered with cryptocurrencies that aren't purely built based on speculative value. And these are some alternate currencies that I'm paying closer attention to. And in fact, I've cashed out some of my Bitcoin and Ethereum profits to go into these cryptocurrencies. But as I said, they don't make more than 10% of my portfolio. And only because I believe diversification is important, I've gone beyond just public equities and also invested into gold and cryptocurrencies. But within cryptocurrencies alone, I'm also diversified across a few different cryptocurrency groups, with Bitcoin and Ethereum making only 20% of the overall cryptocurrency holdings. So to answer the question, is Bitcoin the new digital gold? I wouldn't consider them as in the same category. Gold is a hedge for when the markets go south, and I see cryptocurrencies as an opportunity for me to get asymmetrical performance for the amount of risk that I'm willing to put up with. So is Bitcoin better than gold? I can't say that it's better because we are comparing apples to oranges. Both of them are different asset classes. I use gold as a hedge for my portfolio, and I'm using cryptocurrencies as a means to get asymmetrical performance, and I'm capping that risk to 10% of my portfolio. If you want to find out exactly why I'm invested in gold, please remember to check out this video up here where I talk about stock market pressures, and I share with you specifically why I'm invested into gold and why I intended to do so. With that all said, however, a big part of my portfolio still remains in public equities because I believe that public equities are easier way for investors to identify the value of a company through price to earning ratios, through discounted cash flow models, through knowing the interests and earnings paid out by companies. And public companies are often audited by big audit firms, and they're regulated by strong financial authorities. So this gives me greater confidence to put a higher percentage of my portfolio into public equities. So if you found this video useful, remember to like this video, and if you want to find out how I go about investing in public equities, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications, and I'll catch you on the next one.